It's in the game.
Preparation meets opportunity, maybe. Being great is ambiguity, baby. Too much is fake for your foolery, ain't it crazy? Keep on hating, it's fuel to me. You won't phase me. You ain't really hard like you imagining. Bragging about being toxic, but you ain't really that hazardous. Rap God, if you don't believe in me, then it's blasphemous. Everything that you are is an acronym to my adjectives. But I ain't here to fight, Phil. I got everything to lose. Cheat codes and bladder, but I don't need those. I ain't playing by the rules. I ain't playing with you. With these hands and do. I ain't playing with you. Keep playing, I'ma show you what these hands and do.
Shut up! Check out! Here we go!
Why would I hold a man for ransom when my scope like Richard Branson? Since the basement making anthems over seasons with the man in black is teasing with my patterns. Pretty girl, she think I'm handsome. Just coasting through these mountains. I'm not bossing, I'm advancing. Keep it moving, trying to be on before below. Wanna be intimate with soul, explode this war before I go. I left some hours in my bench way, now it's like work for 10K or cause it is 10 gamers.
Come on, set! Ready?
Been insane in the membrane since them days where we raved for 3 days and 4 nights and took them red-eye flights so straight off the plane and through the back to off the place. Then I head down stage to be like, see the crowd go in air to be like, go. Crazy, courageous, raised by some Zulu lions, brave and defiant, boy, the Lord was doing favors, blaze through the fire, yeah, we had a few.
It's week 8 of the National Football League, and we've got CeeDee Lamb, who's closing in on 1,000 yards receiving on the year. It's the Giants and the Commanders under the lights on Thursday night.
We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. But tonight we begin Week 8 with a good matchup for you here, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the New York Giants. Alongside my partner Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you take a look at this Giants ball club. They've got all W's on the ledger so far, a perfect 6-0.
Yeah, still a long way to go in this season, but they're able to stop him or even slow him down. So he's got his sights set on another big game right here.
Throwing to start the drive. Lyles, throw left side, complete. That's Chapman. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll bring up second down. Charles, Thursday night game. I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
And now the rookie's free. And he'll be out right at the 35. He'll get 15 and a Giants first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
And now an audible here into something else. Throwing on first down. Lyles eluding the pressure right. And that one complete downfield to Allen. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man of the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
On first down, Lyles escaping the pressure right. And he rifles one incomplete. So this game, Charles, you know, we talk about potential unbeaten seasons a lot. It feels like every year at some point in the season we talk about that. But this is one of those games where if you're unbeaten, you got to be careful. You can't take this one too lightly.
You're exactly right about that, and by rights, this should be a cakewalk. Almost a week off. Let the starters run up the score in the first half, backups get the play in the second. But you and I both know the funny things sometimes happen when you think this way. So it's incumbent upon the starters to really play well to make it work for this team.
The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season, and that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
Here we go.
On first down, Chapman. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. A great play there with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Giants put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. This crew, they were on a roll going into the bye week that they just had, Charles, so sort of picking up where they left off.
And you and I both know that when you come back off of an open week and you've been winning games, you should get a few extra days off in order to recharge and refuel. But coaches often hedge their bets, too. They'll bring them back and work them really hard that first practice back to make sure that they're back and grounded.
Whatever they did, formula looking good so far this one. Winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night, do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
But ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that. There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Much more room to operate under after the big play. Here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Lyles. Oh, nice move. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
This guy's proven himself to be one of the best in the NFL. He brings an added dimension to their offense with his ability to read defenses and know when he's able to pull it down and take off and go.
They'll roll him out right. He's got this complete to Robinson. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Over 30 yards there. And first downs on 3 consecutive plays now.
I think we all understand his disappointment. Didn't quite get to the end zone, and you know it's just got to be tough to see a yard line underneath you after a play like that. Still, all in all, a huge play, and now they're set up 1st and goal at the 1.
So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Looking to throw. Lyles flushed out right. And he's going to go down. This will count as a sack, a very short sack, taken down at the 2. To throw on 2nd down. Lyles. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Giants lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ballgame. Another impressive drive, so they're 2 for 2, 2 touchdowns. Charles, a great start to this ball game for them.
And one of the words that's really worked its way into our lexicon is stacking. They've stacked momentum each time out, not only on offense. Between those touchdowns, defense held, forced a punt to get the ball back, and they've played awfully well in this.
To throw from his end zone, Lyles flush to his right. Nifty, taking it right down Broadway. He's got a full head of steam on his horse. Touchdown, Giants. A great effort there. With his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Giants are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big strike like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Well, this defense for the Commanders, they had certainly had their struggles to start the season, but they put it all together in getting that first victory a week ago.
And they needed to be, because the game was a game we don't see very often anymore. Low scoring, slugging it out in the trenches. One play can make the difference type of a game, and each play took on more importance, and they got it done.
They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
And he will have a Giants first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Now they'll audible to something else.
79 Broncos. Go.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
As this complete to Daniel Bellinger.
Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. With the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
55 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Lyles. He finds his man, complete. That's Chapman. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Gets it into the hands of Allen on the jet sweep.
Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 27-yard line.
He's going to try and take off with it.
And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield.
A loss of a yard.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. Shoves him away. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Able to pick up a dozen yards there on the scramble, but not enough. 4th down.
Partner, even I can figure out who deserves the lion's share of credit for their lead right now, because he has been terrific in a dual threat role, really chewing up yardage and getting them points with his legs. Simply put, that defense has had no...
And they will take it all in for a Giant touchdown.
Trey Sermon,
His first touchdown on the year.
and the Giants continue to pull away here in this first half. So they only needed a couple of feet there on 4th down, but they got more than that and then some as he takes this into the end zone.
And I love your description right there, right? 4th and short. They got that, no problem. Let's go ahead and get the rest of it. Finish it off in the end zone, touchdown. Everyone goes away happy on that one. One thing, if that guy doesn't play well, their team's not going to win. And right now, he's got his team in the lead.
And now they'll look to extend that lead. He finds his man, complete. It's Chapman. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there, because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open.
Touchdown, Giants! Daniel Bellinger, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Giants have taken a 6-touchdown lead. So they get their tight end away from the line to the outside, and he works his way in for 6.
Tight ends are not just blockers anymore. I don't know how many more times we need examples, but here's a great one. Gets to the outside, they give him the ball pretty quickly, and they trust him to get those extra yards, and boy, did he come through, bowling his way into the end zone.
On 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Lyles. Open man downfield is Lamb. It's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before it's taken down. 33 yards that time.
This offense is looking very comfortable here in this first half. Very relaxed, very smooth, very efficient. No wasted motions. Things are definitely going their way, and they continue to move the ball downfield.
Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now a give, right side. It's Chapman. A little juke. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 78 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
From Commander's territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 36. Back to throw. Lyles. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
He finds his man, complete. That's Chapman. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Calling a loss of 2 there on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
His team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the 2nd quarter. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
At the 31-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. Chapman. A strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. That good for 19 and a 1st down.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage. And we're still in the 2nd quarter.
On 2nd down, it's Sermon. Powering forward. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Alert! Alert! Check out!
They'll run on 1st down. It's Chapman. And a good physical run that time. He's going to wind up gaining 5 on that one.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it.
Oh, fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line.
Give him there, and the Giants have a first down.
And this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Up the middle they go. It's Chapman. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4.
132 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. 2nd down, ball on the 3. First down marker at the 1-yard line.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out.
And the Giants are pouring it on.
This is becoming quite the half he's had here.
Remember in our pregame meetings, they talked about wanting to run the football and staying with it? Well, when you're scoring this many touchdowns, there's no reason to go away from it, is there? They are off to a fantastic
The football, last time he finished in the end zone with his legs for the 3rd time in this one. We'll see what they can do here as they start this drive 1st and 10.
Throwing to start the drive. Lyles. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
A throw over the middle, taken in. He had a great strong move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and that will bring up 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. He's still on his feet. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York.
Wan'Dale Robinson.
His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Giants have got it on cruise control.
As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him. Get that deep, but counting this up, we might need a few extra people in here because the yardage he's piling up, the way that he's playing, it's a lot of fun to watch. I can't wait to see what he does next.
We'll see what he does here on this drive. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Not a lot of running room there, not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
They'll keep it on the ground. Chapman. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down.
Operating from the gun. Lyles. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs.
This is just more of the same. This defense has had no answer on a lot of these throws. They've let these receivers run wild. And here's another completion for good yardage.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Chapman. Oh, some strong running. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going
163 yards rushing for him now as his fine rookie season continues.
They had a chance to limit his yardage, but he was able to fight off that tackle.
So it's not just the responsibility of the guys who missed the tackles along the way. It's all living on defense, able to stop this guy, unable to do it on that play. They've got to find a way. How about his ability to break through and gain that yardage?
And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. A great play there. His 10th touchdown of the season, second of the game.
And the Giants extend their lead yet again. Well, on the other sideline right now, it's just absolute dejection. But, Charles, let's focus on the positive. With the lead that they built here, they've done pretty much everything to perfection in this ball game.
They certainly have. Makes me think that their week of preparation was excellent. And they flowed into this game, and it carried over. And right now, I don't expect them to back off at all. They're playing so well, they just want to keep it going. Everything is like a laser.
See if he can stay in that zone. On 1st and 10, Lyles escaping the pressure right.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Let's go now.
Throwing again. Lyles flushed out right. He finds his man, complete. That's Chapman. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. It's a big-time play there for the G-men. 49 yards.
Everything's been going right here in this one. This offense, they've been in complete control from the outset. And here's another big play. These kind of routes have been open all game long, and they continue to take advantage.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Looking to throw. Lyles. Out route pass complete to Bellinger. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Up the middle they go. It's Chapman. This carry, despite the extra effort, will be stopped short of the 10. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Check, Panther. Check go.
They'll keep it on the ground. Chapman. And here he'll get it down to the 7.
Hold on here, because on that with 2 yards to gain the 1st here.
On 3rd and 2, Lyles flush to his right. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away.
And the Giants get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
And that rushing touchdown, his 4th, puts him just 1 shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it. But he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard. But they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people...
There he goes, left side.
Now he gets free up the left sideline. He's to the 20.
Touchdown, Giants. A big play there. 95 yards.
And the Giants add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Well, when coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back to the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
Historic territory right now.
You nailed it. Historic territory. Perfect phrase for what we are watching. If this were a movie, what kind of rating would we put on it? Who would you allow to watch what we're watching right now? Let's hope this one gets over fast, because this game, well decided a long time ago.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Back to throw. Lyles. The short throw pulled in by Bellinger. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Looking to throw. Lyles. He finds his man. Complete. It's Chapman. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down. Let him get the 1st down.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. A great effort there. 53 yards.
And the Giants are closing in now on a 7th straight win to start the year. CD, it'll go into the books as just one win, but this is a really impressive win. They've done it on defense, and here they continue to do it on offense. Another score in the 4th quarter to widen that advantage.
I like where you were going with that one. Would you say, partner, it was really 3 victories today? Landslide on the scoreboard, emphatic victory on either side of the ball. They really got it done.
From start until now, and I don't think they're going to take their foot off the gas at this point.
Do you think that on the sideline, some jokester said to one of his teammates, maybe a few of them, hey, we're up 50. Why not go for 100? You think maybe that line was uttered on the sideline? I can't believe what we're seeing here. An NFL game this lopsided.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Off play action. Lyles eluding the pressure right. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You've got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion. That one, though, falls incomplete.
Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And this is taken in at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Of note, that last throw right there, putting him over 3,000 yards passing now for the year.
And when you start running the numbers in your head, you realize that we're not halfway done with the season yet. You think to yourself, could this be a 6,000-yard season? That's definitely on the table.
Back to throw. Lyles.
Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up, but he certainly will have some explaining to do.
3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. Looking to throw. Lyles escaping the pressure. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown
Giants continue to run up the score. They lead it big here in the fourth.
What an effort there. Sometimes you hold your breath a bit when you see your quarterback diving for the end zone. You don't want him to land on a shoulder wrong or take a big shot. But he looks none the worse for wear here, and that winds up a touchdown.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Let's go.
That one looks like he'll throw here.
Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. Charles, they're still airing it out at this point despite that huge lead. And some people may be saying, well, why are they throwing the football? These guys, I guess, are just padding their stats at this point.
Yeah, there are a lot of big grins, I think, from people in their families, from themselves. You're exactly right. Pad the stats when you get an opportunity. It'll certainly help you come contract time.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Well, let's face it, not a lot left for them to prove in this game, but they're still throwing the football. I guess, of course, CD, you could always get the backups some work. There's new plays to try out. But some people, let's face it, they just want to run the score up. It's fun.
I love the way that you expressed that because you gave plenty of reasons why people like to do things. But ultimately, they just like to keep their foot on the gas and they just want to tromp on teams. And what I like to see is, if you like to do that, how do you handle it when it comes back against you?
That's caught inside the 20. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. It's a big play for the Giants on third down. And even 60 yards.
And this has been the story all night long. They just came out firing and have not backed off, even with a big fourth quarter lead. Here's another completion for big yardage.
Sit down. Sit down.
Cowboy 80.
Back to throw again. On the move to his left. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3.
Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.
So for the Giants, for this one before they take on the Philadelphia Eagles.
Meanwhile, for the Commanders,
things are kind of getting ugly as they drop to 1-7 now on the year. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at Soldier Field with the Chicago Bears.
On top of that, she good for me. Made me wanna say, even though I got plenty, if I'm down to my last penny, I still gotta back up, cause it's on this old train line, I'ma get it done.
It's in the game.